So let's talk about Toriko. La, la. Okay, let's talk about Toriko, right? Because this chapter, Toriko, this week's chapter, oh no, I should say because it's Sunday. Last week's chapter, Toriko, chapter, what was it? I don't know. Listen, either way, the latest chapter, Toriko, okay? The one with the blue Nitro coming out, the blue Nitro, they come in there, like, yeah, chapter 256. This chapter has been on my mind. It really has. So what I'm going to do here is that this video is going to have no real structure to it. I'm just going to sit here and talk. I actually should have made this a live stream. I really should have. But no. Because, actually, well, could I? No. Fuck that. We're here. The video is rolling. The camera's rolling. Fuck it. That's the way it is. What I'm going to do before I get started, because this chapter is going to comprise mainly of two things. The latest chapter, again, chapter 256, and the Nitro. Because I must speak about the Nitro. The Nitro right now, spotlight on them. But before I get started, I actually got a PM from Alpha Invader, right? And because I do read PMs on occasion, because I have so many fucking PMs. I have over 1,000 personal messages. Over 1,000. I'm not bragging, because it's actually a real hassle. It really is to get that. I wish I could like somehow organize my PMs. I wish I could. I wish YouTube was more. I wish that they had a system where you could organize your PMs, and then it would be easier to actually manage. Because I have 1,000 PMs, and they're all like in one big ass list. It pisses me off. But either way, and that's excluding the comics and videos. Either way, when it comes to what he said in his PM, he says this. All right, and the entire PM, because there's a lot of like power scaling here about like what Zebra could do in the future, and Starjin and Tengu Brunchy. But I'm gonna read the first two things that he says, because he has possible theories that he wants to like discuss in this video. So the first thing here is horrifying. It is horrifying on a multi-latitude of levels. He says this: the reason why Mitsutoshi has not shown Coco is that Coco is secretly a member of Neo. Yo, if Coco was a member of Neo, I would go ape shit. I would go ape shit. Are you serious? No. And it's scary because it's like we haven't seen the dude. Maybe the reason why Grimpatch won was because Coco left. He said, oh, like the space cook came in there. He's like, it's time. And it's time. And Coco's like, and then he just bails with them. Oh, no. Coco. Yo, please, Mitsutoshi, just show him, man. I don't show him in the bottom of this pit area, like bloodied up. All right, please, don't show him in like a secret room, and he's talking with Zazas and Karibo and the space dudes and the betrayed G7. No, please, God. Oh, I would go ape shit, because he's a main character. And for him to betray the goddamn Heavenly Kings, to betray Ichiryu, no, it's impossible. Alright, fine. The next thing I want to talk about, the next post that he said, number 2, is this. Coco, and this is next theory, Coco is the son of Acacia and Frozen, as Coco does look similar to Acacia with the turban they both wear. If I remember correctly, Acacia helped Midora when he was poisoned by the Devil Orochi when he was young, meaning Acacia had a knowledge of poisons. It may be coincidence, but we'll have to see as the story progresses. This also helps the notion why Coco may be in Neo with the recent chapter about Acacia possibly being evil and leader of Neo. Now, the thing here, right, is that Acacia and Coco, they do look really similar. That's true. The turban, that's there. The facial features are actually very similar. But I don't think that Midora was poisoned by the Devil Orochi. He was wounded, but I don't think he was poisoned. And then we see we see Acacia pour the cure water, and that's when Midora is first introduced to the cure water, which the latest chapter, 256, actually hints that that was on purpose. So in case if something happened to Froze, Acacia would have Midora, someone who has very close ties to Froze, be in a state of perpetual despair and try and revive Froze using the cure water. That's what the last chapter hinted at. But I don't think that he was poisoned by the Devil Orochi. Now, that being said, those are two posts right there, or two PM. The ones I'll read, because he had like 8, like about Zebra's power and Tengu's power and that kind of stuff. But let me focus on the latest chapter more so than anything else. Well, the Nitro more so than anything else. But the latest chapter I want to talk about for a few minutes. All right, it was crazy. It was legitimately insane. Chapter 256 blew my mind. And what I can say is that Midora will lose. He will lose to the Blue Nitro. Why? Because we know that according to Acacia, he's the Pyramid God. Even though he may be evil, he's still a man of high influence and power. And he said specifically, no one beats Blue Nitro. No one. Except for end of series Toriko. He's coming out with Mugen Kugi, Infinite Kugi. Yeah, he's gonna straight up knock dudes into space forever. Which is a fucking... Alright, but listen. The thing about that is that Midora, he's actually already used up a lot of his energy. He probably has used up a lot of energy. He already used Meteor Spice on the human world. We don't know why specifically, but it happened. And he hasn't explained why. I mean, I was hoping that since Ichiro was still alive, we'd at least get an explanation on it. Or maybe he'll tell us in the future. Maybe Midora will tell us in the future as to why he cast upon Meteor Spice upon the human world. I have no idea. But here's the thing. Aside from that, about Midora losing to the Blue Nitro, because again, it makes sense to me. Toriko, the main cat, Toriko. Since his gourmet cells have apparently awakened and have given him new limbs, does that mean that he can actually utilize the inner self more often? I mean, right now he's weak, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Terry saved him in time before the Meteor Spice came and actually blew him up. Because he's the main character, he ain't dying. No shit. But the thing about that is that I wonder, so this may mean that his gourmet cells are active forever, or not forever, but they're probably there, and he could utilize his inner realm more often, which would be very nice to see. It really would, because that would actually pressure, or that would actually lead, I guess, Sunny and Coco, if he's not evil, and Zebra to also use their inner realms, their inner, gourmet cell beings, I guess. And I also wonder what he's gonna say, because the inner Toriko always talks to Toriko, and he may say something along the lines of, "Yo, your chef, what the fuck happened, dude? You failed." And this is gonna mean that they have to go to they need to go to the gourmet world, and they need to get Komatsu back, because that's where Stalin's going. He's going to the gourmet world, and this actually makes more sense in the long scheme of things, because when you think about going to the gourmet world, Komatsu going to the gourmet world on a journey with Toriko is far more dangerous than anything he will ever do. But if he's already in the gourmet world because he's been captured and he's bypassed most of the dangers, well, now, a nice little twist in the story. So it's no longer an adventure, but now it's like a giant rescue arc or rescue saga, whatever you want to call it. Now, because again, I'm pretty sure that Zebra, because he tried to contact Komatsu, but he was out of range. So they need to get Komatsu back. They need to get Komatsu. If they want to actually cook Acacia's full course, they need to get Komatsu back. That's for sure. Now, when it comes to cooking Ichiru's full course, who? Because he said that someone can cook it, so they can protect or they can save the human world from the meteor spice. So this implies that Ichiru knew from the long hand that meteor spice was going to rain down upon the human world, or meteor was going to do something of that caliber, and his full course was a precaution for that. But who's going to cook it? Because I mean, they had people like Setsuno, they had people like Chiru. They have people like, like just high caliber chefs, but they're not on the same league as Komatsu. The only person who I can see cooking that is Komatsu's buddy Take. And Take, he's part of the Bushukukai. So I mean, unless he's a part of Neo too, then it's like, oh, because Take, I believe, is actually very skilled. I think he has food luck. I mean, because him being the friend of Komatsu, I believe that he actually has maybe ume, but then I doubt it. I really doubt it. Yeah, I really do. So, but I'll actually put my money on Take. I mean, maybe all the chefs can come together to start cooking. Because when Toriko and the others opened the first chest, many chefs heard the voice of the ingredient. So maybe they'll all band together and cook the full course in the hopes of saving the human world. So, I don't know. I'm just. It's very curious as to how things may pan out in the future. Now, let me talk the rest of the video. I don't know, give me like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, who knows? 30 minutes is gonna be about the Nitro. First of all, someone told me that the Nitro on the vegetable sky, when they were getting the ozone orb, that Nitro is the same Nitro that we see in the latest chapter. No, that's a different Nitro. That's not a blue Nitro. It's that simple. The Nitro that we see in the vegetable sky is not a blue Nitro. And it's like a black-white Nitro. So that's why when I say black, because like we see it. Like we've seen in Grim Pyramid, a gray Nitro. According to the manga, the ones in the Cooking Island, they were red Nitro with wings. And the one on Ozone Herb, or the one in the vegetable sky, that was a black Nitro. So we've seen different colors of Nitro, and that Nitro, he's not blue, he's black. So in fact, he's my thumbnail. Like you can see, he's not blue, he's black. Here's a grenade across this damn like thing right here, but he's dressed up, or it is dressed up, not he, it. So. No. I mean, maybe he is blue. I mean, because well, no, he doesn't look blue at all. So no, fuck that, no. Now, maybe like a dark navy blue. I don't know, but the way I see it now, he's not blue. Now, what I want to talk about here is that we know that the blue Nitro, according to Acacia, no one beats them. Which implies that they are the most powerful Nitro. Because we've seen multiple Nitro fight. The red Nitro, the gray Nitro, the gray one was weakened over a course of like how many centuries. And the red Nitro, they've gotten fucked up. They've gotten fucked up by Zebra, by Jiro. Yeah. Jiro. And they're not powerful when it comes in comparison to Blue Nitro. If Jiro were to finger flick a Blue Nitro on the head, that thing would eat his hand off in a fucking second. Well, then again, isn't Jiro the most powerful dude on the planet? I don't know. Fuck. Because even Acacia was afraid of Jiro. Even Acacia was afraid of knocking Master Jiro. So, but then again, they're Blue Nitro. That's hype. I digress. The thing here is that the blue Nitro, from the way I see it, two things. Number one, they themselves are the king of the Nitro. They are the most dominant species amongst all the Nitro. Just how we have the King Beast. How, you know, the Battle of the Mother Snake, the Emperor Crow. Actually, people are saying that it's the Dharma horse that was in that silhouette photo of the king species. The Dharma horse, the one that Zebra had. The one that he borrowed. I don't know. The thing about that is that because the Dharma horse apparently could beat the 4 beasts, but like Zebra said, no, don't fight, something like that. Either way, the thing about that is that these King 8 species, they reign over the continents, and they manage the other species. Apparently, the blue Nitro may do the same thing when it comes to specifically the Nitro species, where the blue Nitro reign over the other Nitro, and the other Nitro do as they told. So this would actually imply that the Nitro under the control of the Bishokukai, they may leave the Bishokukai, or the blue Nitro may save them and have them work for them. Or maybe those Nitro leave out of their own free will, and then they serve the blue Nitro. Or, number 2, because I've never seen, when it came to this Cooking Island arc, I believe that the Nitro groups that we saw were all Red Nitro, and they were like a band of Red Nitro. So, maybe the Nitro, when it comes to certain species, they're not on good terms. The blue Nitro may be the strongest ones, but maybe they're not on good terms with the gray Nitro, or the black Nitro, or the red Nitro. Maybe there's like a ongoing battle between those species. I don't know. But I'll probably go with the former and say that the blue Nitro are the kings of the Nitro, and they reign over the Nitro with an iron blue fist. So that's my take on that. But what is fascinating to know is that why Neo? Like, why specifically Neo? Because the blue Nitro, and think about it, there's a lot of space stuff that involves the Nitro. When we go to the Grim-A Pyramid and we see the carvings on the wall, and we see like the stars and other planets, and we see the beasts and so on and so forth. And apparently how the Nitro themselves they probably existed on this planet long before humans came into power. And how they had civilizations, and how they themselves apparently ate humans because they had their own cookbooks. And there's a lot of space hints within the Grim-A Pyramid carvings themselves. Now, when you take a look at the current arc, when you take a look at the goal when you take a look about people who are involved with Neo, there are a bunch of space dudes. There are a bunch of space dudes involved with Neo. That's very obvious. So maybe the whole going out into space, and maybe the Nitro home world is somewhere out there in space. I don't know. Maybe the Nitro themselves have hidden God somewhere in space, and the final land is somewhere on another planet, somewhere in space. Maybe it's the sun itself and the great demon god. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it opens a portal. I don't know. But there's a lot of these space hints, and it's pissing me to high hell because I'm sitting here. I thought that like the Gourmet world was the ultimate. No, the way it seems now, the ultimate is somewhere in space, somewhere out there, and I need to figure out what the fuck is going on because these Nitro, they know shit. Acacia trusted them with the location of God, and you have to wonder. P.A.N.G.A.E.A is also a question too, because P.A.N.G.A.E is a Nitro, and Acacia probably named the soup ingredient the soup, right? Yeah, he probably named the soup after that Nitro. But now the question would be, hold on now, maybe because P.A.N.G.A.E apparently had the precognition going on, and P.A.N.G.A.E warned Acacia, according to what Acacia said, about the four beasts, about the Gourmet Eclipse, and to warn the humans. So maybe there is a dissension amongst the Blue Nitro themselves, where some said, let's help humans, let's coexist together, and probably most said, fuck that shit. We're gonna eat these motherfuckers. We're gonna go to space and do other shit. So, I'm just saying. And plus, when you think about it, when you take a look at Fake Froze, why is it specifically that Fake Froze just want to know the locations of Acacia's full course? If Acacia was actually the leader of Neo, if he's still alive, wouldn't they just go and get him? Wouldn't Acacia just himself go and get him? Unless there's certain conditions that must be met, because we know that there are conditions to go to the final land, and that's, of course, Fake Froze. Well, Fake Froze we don't know, because Fake Froze seems as if like she doesn't know who Acacia is. So it's very hard to tell what's going on exactly. But all I can say is that at some point in time, I'm leaning more towards the Blue Nitro being the end-all be-all in this series, the Blue Nitro. And them probably having a specific leader that I actually think is P.A.N.G.A.E.A. Yeah, I think that P.A.N.G.A.E.A is the leader of the Blue Nitro. And P.A.N.G.A.E.A is like the leader of Neo. Acacia may be still alive, but Acacia can't be the Blue Nitro. He himself said that. So there's a lot, and also I've been hearing a theory going around, or I've been getting PMs of this theory, and I've thought about myself about how the Nitro, they actually brung in gourmet cells onto the planet. So I mean, because when you take a look at the actual hieroglyphics within the Gourmet Pyramid, the creatures themselves, like the Devil Orochi and the other ingredients, they appear to be like in the midst of space, which would hint that these ingredients or that these creatures came from other parts of the universe, and then they all culminated here. Like this was a part of the plan of the Blue Nitro, and just to have this one planet where they could have all their ingredients here, in case their ingredients couldn't exist anywhere else in space. Therefore, this may imply that humans themselves were brought in the same fashion, since the Nitro considered humans ingredients. Therefore, kind of like, I mean, it's not, would it be like a harvest or something like that? I don't know, how would you call it? Where like you kind of like the planet they're on now is kind of like a Noah's Ark of food, and the Nitro are the builders of this ark, I guess, something like that, which is insane when you think about it. But then again, it's Toriko, and Toriko's insane. Toriko's insane. It's like he thinks of shit, and he's like, whoa, you're like, bro, what the? So, because the Nitro themselves are just a mystery right now. I mean, given what we know about the Nitro so far, there was one Nitro who actually did not like, the Black Nitro did not like the taste of the ozone herb, and because he spit it out. And the Black Nitro, why would if the Nitro created this planet, then, or if they brung in all these species and all these things on this planet, then why would a lot of these Nitros that we see, well, the Black one, why would they go about eating all these foods and tasting them like the first time and not liking them? Maybe because the Blue Nitro are the progenitors of all Nitro, and the Black Nitro and the Red Nitro that came in after, and they're more of a native species, while the Blue Nitro are more of a foreign species. See, now we're getting the weird shit. Now we're getting the super weird shit. So, but I mean, I just don't know what to say, because there's a lot of shit going on, and I'm trying to culminate all the Nitro species and trying to consider the Gourmet Pyramid, which is actually an underground city that the Nitro themselves probably made. Fuck. You know what? I'll call it a video. Alright? Let me call it a video, alright? Let me call it a video. Because right now, it's just getting crazy. It's getting insane with the Blue Nitro. With all the Nitro, mainly the blue ones. The precognition pair. Pair may be the king of the Blue Nitro, or he may, maybe some of them don't Because you have to consider the fact that if they warned the humans, if P.A.N.G.A.E.A warned the humans, then maybe he actually like betrayed the Blue Nitro and said, "Fuck that shit. I'm gonna help the humans." What's going on right now? What's happening in Toriko? These Nitro are and why is it specifically that the King Beast never quote unquote reacted to the Blue Nitro, but they react to Toriko? Like, not Toriko. Seika Iwo. Like, why only him? But then again, maybe they did react to the Blue Nitro because they are the strongest thing according to Acacia. Maybe Acacia lied. I don't know. This is good. Alright, I'm done. This was a vague video, and it should have been more of a live stream, to be honest. But I'm just giving my 2 cents right now, because right now, it's just going crazy. Let me give my final verdict, my final thoughts, and I'll call it a video. About the Nitro. Number 1, the Blue Nitro are probably the kings of all Nitro. Number 2, the Blue Nitro and Neo have a relationship because of space-related reasons. And number 3, the Blue Nitro are probably the main villains, the main antagonists of the story. Or at least at this point in time. And they run everything. So I'm done. K-Lightning, give me your thoughts. Please give me your thoughts. Oh my god. Share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Not that many PMs, please, not PMs. Too many PMs, please. So I'm done. K-Lightning, be sure to, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, peace. Have a nice day. Okay, so I need to make an addendum to this video. And I don't have that much time. I don't. So bear witness to what I have to say. Stick with me here. Stick with me. Seriously. Because shit just got really real. Maybe it was another day ago. Maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. But I got a PM from Notre Dame. He's also another person on YouTube that reviews Toriko. And basically, this is the message that I got on Skype. It says Evil crashed 3000 one day ago, which I'm assuming is that like another person on YouTube. I think so. I don't know. But then he says this, and this is the main important thing that I got from Notre Dame at some point in time. He says the final land, which is what they're talking about in the last chapter. The final land is P.A.N.G.A.E.A. Now, if you don't know what that is, P.A.N.G.A.E.A is the supercontinent that existed 300 million years ago. Roughly. Okay? So, I'm sitting here like, fuck, P.A.N.G.A.E.A. What? And then he says this. Yo, look up Acacia's full course and read the initials of the ingredients. So, that's what I did. And sure enough, my mind was blown. First of all, so I'm going to show you the photo right here. Snippet, picture right here. You see Acacia's full course menu, okay? And we have the hors d'oeuvre, the soup, the fish dish, the meat dish, the main course, the salad, the dessert, and the drink. Now, automatically, it was a fail at first because if you look at the hors d'oeuvre, it says center. Now, the thing about this is that the hors d'oeuvre actually is not really a part of the course itself. It's weird, but when you take a look at what the hors d'oeuvre is, by definition, it's not a part of the course. It's something you snack on before you go into the soup or before you go into the appetizers. That's the hors d'oeuvre. It's very weird. Whatever. And like you can look it up for yourself. But when you take a look at everything else, soup, fish, meat, main, salad, dessert, and drink, you have soup that's pear. You have the fish dish that's another. So we have P and A. We have the meat dish that is news. That's N. The main course is God. That's G. The salad is air, A. The dessert is E. And the drink is A. P.A.N.G.A.E.A. That is Pangea via spelling. Pangea. The shit was a fucking acronym. What is happening? What is going on right now? Wait, hold on. Alright, yeah, but I need to go. Because I need to go. But let me leave you with that. Let me leave you with that. And then I'll save the Pangea for another day. Because I need to go, seriously. It was just an addendum. So, I'm done. I will see you guys later. P.A.N.G.A.E. I mean, maybe P.A.N.G.A.E.'s in space. I don't know. Peace. Have a nice day.